Reed Easterly did a great job to settle down after struggling with his control. He induces this big 5-4-3 double play. Ben Miller knew that he had time to make a perfect strike over to Berger at second base and start the double play. With Caden Doolin running, it was a very different situation from when David Padano was running on the ground ball he hit towards the start of the inning, in which Duke could not get anyone, let alone turn two, after Clark missed the second base bag. First pitch from Pat McAuliffe to AJ Gracia, misses low. To start the bottom of the sixth, Gracia had a great at-bat, worked a walk in the fifth. He was the second base runner as part of that rally. Here he takes a strike, 1-1. Been a fun ball game so far, and still a ways to go. 1-1. Gracia shows bunt, and he lines it to the Duke dugout. Right at the feet of Jake Hyde, who's in the hole. Count 1-2. Duke looking for a sweep today of the Panthers. 1-2. Up and away, 2-2. This series began with an Owen Prooks masterpiece on Thursday night, 6 innings. That was a career high, along with a career high 9 strikeouts. Gracia takes in the turf. And Duke, thanks to a Sam Harris 3-run homer, was able to pull away and win it 9-1. And then last night, Noah Murray with his first 2 career homers. He was the hero. 3-2 to Gracia. He lifts the high fastball into shallow center field. Everyone won't be able to see it. It falls. And Gracia is on second base to start the 6th. No one saw it in the sun. Padano coming in from center. La Sala heading out from the outfield. We're unable to track it down. See Gracia slam down the bat in frustration. Padano never saw it. And La Sala had a really tough chance at it, running back on it. Not sure he saw it either. Padano, even with the sunglasses down. And it's all coming up AJ Gracia recently. He was hitting into so many tough outs to begin the year, and that is his second pop fly base hit that falls in there this weekend. As Miller has a check swing foul ball, and the count is 0-1. So immediately, a potential tying run in scoring position for Duke to start the last of the 6th. Miller smacks one into left field. That's going to drop. And it gets by Nestler in left, bounced over him, and Gracia will score easily. Ben Miller delivers his 3rd consecutive RBI hit, and it ties the game at 9. 50 RBIs on the season for Ben Miller to lead the ACC. That is assuming that'll go down as an RBI. It probably would have been a contested play at home. But we'll see what they rule it. As Ben Miller delivers yet again. They do give him an RBI and a double. And now Jake Hyde with a chance to put Duke back in front, and he grounds one foul. That took a wicked hop in left field. You can't really fault Nestler. Hyde 0 for 2 with a walk. 0-1, and this is ripped into right center. That's down and to the wall, and Jake Hyde gives Duke the lead right back. Ben Miller in to score. 3 straight doubles to start the bottom of the 6th. And the Blue Devils have taken a 10-9 lead. Gracia with the fly ball. Miller hit one sharply to left, and that the sharpest hit ball off the bat of Jake Hyde. And the Blue Devils doing damage in the flash of an eye for the second straight inning. And again, Mike Bell to the mound as Pitt will talk things over and try to stall for some more warm-up pitches for Drew Lafferty in the bullpen. So indeed he is available today. He started the game last Sunday in Charlottesville for Pitt. And after a while, Mike Bell makes the signal to his bullpen. So Pat McAuliffe cannot retire a batter in the 6th. Wasn't at fault for the first double, but the last 2 doubles drove home the tying and go-ahead runs, and it's 10-9 Duke here with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Back and forth we go here at Coombs. Pitt will turn to its 4th pitcher of the afternoon, and it'll be Drew Lafferty making his first relief appearance of the season. He made a start in each of the first 9 weekends for Pitt, but because of the time in between series, did not get a start this weekend. And so he comes into relief with nobody out in the 6th. Lafferty comes in with an 8.04 ERA. 19 strikeouts to 18 walks, not the ratio you would like to see in 31 1/3 innings pitched. Lafferty had a really tough go of it in his last appearance, the Sunday start in Charlottesville, where he allowed 6 runs to Virginia on 5 hits in 1 inning of work. It really just all snowballed on him with 2 outs in that first inning. And he's going to try to turn it around against a Duke batting order that has gotten the bats going. Tyler Albright will take the first pitch fastball inside 1-0. Albright 1 for 3. Looking to make sure that every Duke player reaches base between these 5th and 6th innings. Swings over the top of that one. 1-1. Lafferty had a 1-on, 2-out situation last weekend at UVA, but then a 1-0 slider was hit for a 2-run homer. As Albright lays down a beauty of a bunt, it is by Lafferty, fielded by Zuckerman, but he will not have a play. His throw is well late, and Tyler Albright has a bunt single. Hyde to third base, and it's 4 straight hits to start the 6th for Duke. That's one of the things that we've seen about Tyler Albright this year is he can beat you at the plate so many different ways. He can do that, drop down a bunt. He can have a tough at bat, hit it into the outfield. He can hit it the opposite way with power. And now Ben Rounds with 1st and 3rd, nobody out. He swings at the first pitch fastball and flies it out of play along the left field line. So after Lafferty allowed the 2-run homer with 2 outs, in the span of 6 pitches, he allowed 2 singles and another home run. And it was really just a few pitches that was his undoing, and he was only able to pitch that first inning last weekend. He deals up and away 1-1. And Mike Bell says some of the struggles are the command. Some of it's the ability to manipulate counts and execute. One, and Rounds fouls it back. Rounds walked his last time up, and he came around to score on the Sam Harris pinch hit go-ahead homer. Lafferty deals a 1-2, taken outside. And heading for second base, Albright, he swipes it without a throw. Another tool that Albright has in his arsenal. His team high 10th stolen base of the season. That takes the double play out of order and forces Pitt to bring the infield in. We'll see if Round shortens up here. 2-2 fastball ripped into center. Padano going back, turning around, it's gone! A 3-run homer for Ben Rounds. It is 13-9 Duke as the Blue Devils follow up a 6-run fifth with a 5-run sixth. On Ben Rounds' 4th blast of the season, and yet another one he takes out to dead center. "11 runs over the last 2 innings as this Duke offense shows its potential. And Macon Winslow takes a breaking ball inside. It was mostly singles coming into this frame for Duke as Winslow whips one foul. But in this inning, you had the Sun-aided double, then 2 more doubles, the bunt single, and the 3-run homer. Sam Harris's home run was the first extra base hit of the game for Duke. And now you've had 5 extra base hits among the last 8 batters. 2-1 on Winslow. Tapped fair along the third base line. Zuckerman picks it up. His throw is wide. The tag attempt by Cantwell doesn't work out because the ball popped out of his glove. And Winslow reaches, and Pitt is still not retired a batter in the bottom of the 6th. It was a nice job by Zuckerman, as you see here, to stab it on the backhand. And his throw just pulled Cantwell off the base. If he would have held onto the ball, probably would have got the call on the tag of Winslow. It's ruled an E5. And now Sam Harris. And he takes a fastball on the outside corner. Oh, 1 taken outside, 1-1. Harris has 4 home runs across his last 6 games. He's homered in 3 games in a row. And a check on Winslow gets away and goes all the way into the Pitt bullpen. So Winslow will, at the last second, put on the brakes at second. So an error allows Winslow to reach first, and another error allows him to reach second. And Mike Bell immediately comes out of the dugout. That was bounced in there, not what you want to do on a pickoff throw. And I don't think Winslow was going anywhere. And if you're Mike Bell, you just have to try to limit any frustration on the part of the Panthers. It's really been like this in ACC play this year. Pitt has been competitive in several games. They've won a game in each ACC series, but they've lost a lot of heartbreakers, and the Panthers held a 6-0 lead in this one, and it is all unraveled in the 5th and 6th innings. It was 7-2 Pitt heading bottom 5, and it's 13-9 here in the last of the 6th. They want to hold Duke down because a 4-run deficit still possible to overcome with Duke deep into its pen. Harris waves through it. Harris came into the game after he pinch hit for Murray in his last at-bat when he hit the 3-run homer. Made the start on Friday night and hit a 3-run homer. 1-2, fastball blown by him for strike 3. And that, at long last, is the first out for Pitt in the 6th. Lafferty, that fastball, more of a sinker that he can get up to the low 90s. Has a slider in the low 80s that has a lot of sweep on it. Has a curveball and a changeup, both around 80. This is drilled in a right center field off the bat of Berger. Rounding third base is Winslow. And the third of the plate, not in time. Jake Berger delivers an RBI single. And Duke has back-to-back 6-run innings. So Winslow got to second base on a pair of errors, comes around to score. And Jake Berger has now been on base 3 out of 4 times. He tacks on an RBI. And the Blue Devils have a 5-run lead. Wallace Clark shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes outside. Duke has scored in 4 straight innings. They were held down over the first 2 by Ryan Reed. But you have to say the key for Duke is that they were able to have better at-bats, work the count on Reed in those 3rd and 4th innings. And even though Reed induced double play ground balls in both innings to limit the damage, Duke still made him work. And then it appeared that Reed ran out of gas when he came out for the 5th. As Lafferty misses outside, and it's 2-0. And ever since Pitt has turned to its bullpen, they've been unable to stop the Duke bats. Two-0 to Clark. Fastball lifted foul down the left field line. Two-one. Got that one by him upstairs, 2-2. Clark reached on an error in the first, had a bunt single in the 3rd, was hit by a pitch in the 5th, and he struck out to end the last inning. Duke sent 10 batters to the plate in the 5th, and Clark is the 9th batter of the inning in the 6th. 2-2, curveball, and he went down and hooked that one foul. That'll go into the woods. I'm not sure you're supposed to climb the fence here. That one hit a little bit too far beyond the berm. Well, the kids in attendance are showing as much athleticism as the players on the field as the fastball is blown by Clark. And that's the 2nd strikeout for Drew Lafferty. 2 outs. And A.J. Gracia began this inning with a fly ball that fell in because David Padano could not find it in the sun. Nor could LaSala coming out from the infield or Nestler too far away and left. And Gracia takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Did he get the baseball? Was it worth the climb? The climb back is always tougher. As Lafferty checks Clark at first base. Count 0-1. Gracia fouls another one back. Fortunately, this one not heading towards the berm. Very nice crowd on a very nice day here on Duke's West Campus with a lot going on. But I can't imagine any of the games outside of this one have had so many fireworks. We've seen 23 runs through 6 innings today. Softball on East Campus couldn't quite complete the sweep of Notre Dame. Had the spring game for football going on. And men's lacrosse happening as well as this one drops low 1-2. So lots of activity around Duke on a beautiful Saturday afternoon on Easter weekend. One, two. Gracia annihilates one. Forget about it. That one might have ended up in Raleigh. An absolute missile for A.J. Gracia, his 4th home run of the season. And it's an 8-run 6th inning for Duke. 16-9. The second extra base hit of the inning for A.J. Gracia. High fastball, and he covered it. And everyone could only admire it. A.J. Gracia is back to where he was as a first year. And that makes this Duke lineup even more dangerous. A Duke lineup that has put up 14 runs over the last 2 innings and has a 7-run lead as Pitt makes yet another pitching change here in the 6th.